Hi, welcome to Drill Tip Tuesday. My name is Koosje Koenen. I love drawing and I love sharing what I learn here on YouTube, and hopefully you can learn from that too. And today I want to talk about projects, because my sketchbook is not really a project. It's just my daily diary, so to say. It's just a visual diary. I collect stories of my life by drawing whatever is around me. And well, that could be a project, a lifelong project. But what I mean is creative projects, challenges for yourself. Online you can find all kinds of 30-day challenges, 30 days in March or 30 days of whatever, I don't even know, or the 100-day project, which is an initiative that encourages artists to work on one single theme or project for 100 days in a row. Can you imagine 100 days in a row, how much you will have done after those 100 days if you actually get from 1 to 100? That's a lot. I've tried a 100-day project before and I had to give up like within 2 weeks because it just didn't bring me any joy and it became sort of a chore. But I do love projects that are sort of contained in a certain time or contained in a sketchbook, for example. So you can work on it on and off, or you can work on it every day. And that way you make a whole collection of a certain theme or a certain subject, or you fill a whole sketchbook just because you gave yourself that challenge. So in November, for example, my friend Joanna was my accountability partner because she has been drawing a lot of animals and I am really bad at drawing animals. I said to her, you know what, I'm going to take November to get a little bit better at drawing animals. And of course, November isn't really the greatest time to go out to the zoo or to the dog park to see animals, watch them and draw them in life. So I had to find a better way to do that because I didn't want to draw from photos. I wanted to learn to draw animals just like I have learned to draw people as they are moving. And it's so tricky, but I found a lot of videos on YouTube of zoo live cams and that kind of stuff, and really tried to imagine I was at a zoo trying to, draw that giraffe or whatever animal I was drawing. And I've been doing that almost every day in November. I skipped a few days when I just really didn't feel like it. And I used my iPad for it, just because that felt safe and simple and something that was easy to do sitting on the couch in November, in the cold, in the evening kind of project. So that was my sort of project time. In the evening, I would sit down, find a video on YouTube, put it on and just draw on my iPad. And sometimes I would draw for 5 minutes, sometimes 15. I have also drawn from photos and then it would take me longer because I had a lot of time and the animal would not move. And it taught me quite some stuff. Yes, it is really tricky, but the more animals I drew, the better I started to understand the anatomy of the animals, even if cats are very different from elephants, but still I started to see sort of connections and logic, just as I see that when I draw people. Okay, so why am I telling you all this? These aren't the best drawings ever, but I am showing them to you because I want to encourage you to pick a project that seems doable and that is a challenge to you, but it seems doable and that you can have sort of an end date for or something like that. It can really help to have an accountability partner. I would just text my friend Joanna with the daily drawings and she would just sort of virtually high-five me or tell me what she liked about the drawing or just give me a thumbs up. It was really great to know that if I would skip a few days, she wouldn't hear from me. And I didn't like that idea. I was like, I need to deliver to her because, you know, I told her I'm doing this in November. So that was really great for me to give that extra push, like, oh, I'm actually really tired. I don't really feel like looking at elephants right now. But then I would just take 5 minutes, and after that, I would feel so much better because I had been doing that drawing. I had ticked it off, but also I had learned something. Even with quick drawing, you can really learn a lot. When, you know, you're out of your comfort zone and you're doing something, you don't do that often. I've also done the same thing when I was learning to draw on the iPad, trying to learn and understand all the different layers and all the different brushes and all the... There's so many tools in the iPad, in Procreate. And to do so, I also did a project, sort of a daily thing, where I would draw food, which is a very broad subject. So sometimes I would just draw the food I would be eating. Sometimes I would illustrate a recipe. I would come up with something and then just really get into the whole finding out how to layer things and all that. It wasn't really about the food at all. But in the end, I learned so much in Procreate, and I had such a great collection of drawings that were food related that I was thinking, hey, maybe I can actually pick 12 and I can make a calendar out of it. That's a benefit from doing projects like that it can actually lead to something else, to a product or to a gift you can give someone. Something like that. Projects can be just fun to dive into and out of again as well, and then get back into. If you feel like you need a little bit of inspiration, you'll have that idea like, oh wait, I can draw some food, or oh wait, I can do a selfie, or oh wait, I can do another part of my apartment. So many fun things that are easy to think of and then actually go do it. Dedicate a sketchbook to it or dedicate a certain time to it. I really hope that you will get an idea from this, and that maybe in 2022 you will finish a project like that. Don't make it too hard on yourself. Don't make the deadline too small. Don't make the aim too high. Make it doable. Make it a little bit of a challenge, but a lot of fun. Right, I will see you next week. I'll have another Draw Tip Tuesday for you. And speaking of projects, a bigger one is my book. Life is better when you draw it. I am very close to launching my crowdfunding campaign for that because I am self-publishing. It's going to be a really cool book. I'm very excited about it. And I would love it if you want the book, of course. And I can send you an email whenever I have news around the book. And you can sign up for the email list for that. The link is down below this video. Good. I will see you next week. Bye.